Industrial.
Very interesting space. I had a coffee actually right before this, and I sort of described that space as a set it and forget it back in 2020.
Okay.
Right? It almost didn't matter what it was. Small bay, large bay. It could be in Toronto or Montreal,
Yeah.
or Edmonton or Calgary or Saskatoon or Vancouver. It did spectacularly well. And why? For everything that I think all of your listeners and viewers know, right? E-commerce pulled forward. We're sitting at home in the pandemic, et cetera, et cetera. Is that theme relevant today? Yes. Will e-commerce continue to grow? In my view, yes. Did we overestimate the growth during the pandemic? Yes. Did we know that we're going to have all this trade volatility? No. And so therefore, is the sector hitting an air pocket? For sure. Is development going to ramp down? Yes. Am I concerned still about tenants that were paying $6 rents renewing at 18? Absolutely. And do I buy that it's immaterial to them? No. Why? Because economic growth is a little unstable and we have significant volatility as it relates to trade policy. So no, I'm not. My view is not that the sector's broken. Absolutely not. It's a very strong sector. My view, however, is not that we're going to have, insert the number 10% rental growth or even 8% rental growth or 15% market growth. I don't think so.
Right.
And I do think that we are having a moment where development is tempered down, as it should, because we clearly do not need the growth that we have seen in the last 2 to 3 years. But do I expect the experience of the warehouse space to be the experience of the office space? No. Right now, we're seeing small bay and mid bay as stronger performers for reasons that the large bay has been a lot of 3PLs and folks that are importing, and that's been a little bit more challenged. Right. But I still think that is a short-term thing. I think the sector is again strong. I don't want to repeat, but it's moderated back to reality. And going forward, I do not think it's a set it and forget it space anymore.
Because you mentioned transit, accessibility, and a few other key items for office. What are the top three that you look for in an industrial, whether mid or small bay?
Yeah, so and it's a great question too, because for a long time there was a view of expansion of the geographic proximity. We are in a world where location still does matter, which in the industrial space, that's proximity to airports. That's principally in Canada the driver.
Yeah.
That's not to say, for instance, in the GTA that Scarborough's a bad place to have a warehouse or to have small bay or medium bay industrial. It performs very well. But I do think the proximity to the major geographic centers matters a lot more today than it did 4 years ago. And so to us, yes, is it good for there to be transit service for the workers in the warehouse? Yes. Do we look at that? For sure. Do we look at the population growth and what's being developed and the prospect for development? Absolutely. But there's no mistaking the GTA Center Ice is close to Pearson Airport, right? That's Brampton, Mississauga. That's relevant. And so is it to the same extent as I described for office? No. But location still does matter.